Hello, how's it going? I am just sitting here reading a book called Hidden Treasure. I picked it out because a month or so ago I took Elizabeth Gilbert's book, Big Magic, and did an example narration in hopes that I could get a job doing voiceover work. And I put that on YouTube so that I'd have the link to give to people. And the first chapter was called Hidden Treasure, and that's the one that I wrote. So I returned my last book to the library today and went to the same section where I found it and saw this and was like, it's a sign, Hidden Treasure, I have to have it. I have to read it. So I'm like halfway through the first chapter, and it's all about stories, like our life stories, the stories we're told as a child into adulthood, other people's stories, and just how all of these things, affect us, affect our like psyche and our mentality and our spirit and things like that. And she asked a question: what has been your story? And I was thinking my story most recently has been how everything in my life is led up to this point, and I'm going to be reading all these books and really work on my spirituality, and then one of these days I'm just going to be awakened and have everything I want. And that's been my story for a few weeks now, and I kind of just was like, if that's the reason you're reading these books, you need to stop. If you're reading these books so that you can become enlightened and think that'll bring you happiness and fame or fortune or whatever it is that I want, if you think becoming enlightened is going to do that, you're not going to become enlightened. And it's not going to do that. So it's interesting how even in the first chapter I'm already feeling something. So I'm going to continue reading. But there was just one other thing I wanted to mention, and it was that last night I had a little bit of anxiety attack before going to bed, and I was laying in bed, and I just felt the pressure on my chest, and I couldn't sleep. I hadn't even tried to sleep, like it was there as I was going to bed. And so I decided to sit up in my bed and close my eyes and take some deep breaths in order to, get rid of this. So it's like 10-15 minutes in, and like it's still sitting right in my chest and getting worse. And then I realized that I didn't need to get rid of it, that it was there for a reason, and that trying to, meditate in order to get rid of it was resisting it. And so resisting anything just makes it worse. And sure enough, it was. Every time I would think like, well, I'm breathing and I'm doing what I should. Why isn't it going away? And then, so after I figured out that I was resisting it, even though I was doing my best to get rid of it, I kind of just sat there and I said to myself, I'm breathing just to breathe, and I'm being just to be. And I kept repeating those two phrases in my head. Take my breaths, eyes closed the whole time. And within about 5 minutes, it had gone away. So, it's very interesting And it just proves that what you resist persists. So don't resist anything. Let it be. Let it happen. And it'll teach you something. Alright. I'll talk to you later.